Hey, Orion, how you doing today?
Doing great. How are you?
I'm real good, and I'm actually excited to speak with you. You're actually someone who acts very inspiring to me. But to
Thank
get
you.
into all that later, no problem. Tell us about your new book, Race to Kindness, and what it's about, basically.
Yes, absolutely. This is my new book, Race to Kindness. It comes out on May 7th, and it is about a boy who uses the power of kindness to make a difference in his community just by doing simple, small acts like, holding the door for someone or calling a relative, simple things like that have a ripple effect on his community that is something that grows into something larger, and that's
Hmm.
really the message of the book and something that I'm excited to share. It's, fun and easy to read, with rhyming, it sticks in people's heads. It uses an acronym called Be Kind, which stands for keep your eyes open, include others, nothing is too small, and do something about it. So I think that, all of
Hmm.
those elements together with the messaging and the rhyming and the, acronym, they all help come together and really mold a message for the young and the young at heart that kindness is something that we can all possess and that it is something that can make a difference we're right where we are.
Yeah, I love that, and I love the way you broke that down. So real good.
Yeah.
And then I love the book. Let me just say that also. I don't think I had a chance
Thank
to.
you.
No problem. And then one of the main things also that I loved outside of the stories and things like that was the illustrations. So I'm actually curious, what was your first thought when you saw, the illustrations from Darshika Varma?
Absolutely. The illustrations in this book are wonderful. I think that they really bring the story to life. Like just
Hmm.
seeing it for the first time, like on the cover, the dog is actually, he's based off of my dog. And
Oh,
just
wow.
seeing him, and there's a character in the book who's also based off my little brother. So just seeing all of us there together was really exciting. And just seeing like the diversity in, the
Hmm.
characters and all of the people in the books, that it really helped feel like everyone is involved in the race. And that's really what we were going for. So I am so proud to have been able to work with this illustrator, and I think she did a wonderful job helping bring the books to
Yeah,
life.
no doubt. Kudos to her as well. What made you
Absolutely.
originally want to do the book?
Absolutely. Well, I've always loved reading, so
Hmm.
for me, writing felt like a natural next step. I've always wanted to write a book of my own and tell stories that were important to me. And kindness was something that was very important to me because of, personal experiences. And, when I started my very own actual race to kindness,
Yeah.
when I received the opportunity to write a book on it, I knew that this was the message that I wanted to portray. This was the message that I wanted to share with the readers. And I think that it does a great job at conveying that message because from the very beginning, when I was approached to write the book, I knew that
Mhm.
kindness was immediately one of the first things that I wanted to write about because it's so important to me, and I want it to be important to more people all over the world. So I'm just so grateful to have been able to have this opportunity to spread that message.
Yeah, definitely. That's real cool. And then staying on subject, I mean, switching subject, but actually kind of staying on it as well. Tell our viewers about Race to 1 Million Acts of Kindness.
Yes, great question. I would love to tell you about the Race to 1 Million Acts of Kindness. This race is it's probably the most expansive one yet, and it's one that everyone can be involved in. Just by simply
Mhm.
recording your kind acts on our website, racetokindness.com, or posting your kind acts on social media with the hashtag OneMac. These are
Okay.
simple, easy things that only take a few seconds, a few minutes to do. And just by seeing what other people are doing, I hope that it inspires, people around you, the people in
Mhm.
your circle, in your community to go out and do the same. That's like I was talking about earlier with the ripple effect in the book. This is
Mhm.
one thing that I really wanted to carry over to this race specifically because, even like I said, just the smallest of acts can have a huge impact on someone and you might not even know it. Some of the
Yeah.
smallest acts that have been done for me are the ones that have had the largest impact on my life, and I'm so grateful for that. And I just wanted to be able to get that out there. So yeah, I'm very excited about this
Yeah.
race. It's a year long, so we're shooting to reach that million in a year, get a million people involved, and spread that message all over the world.
Mhm. Yeah, we definitely got to help spread the word because that's a beautiful campaign. So yeah, I would like to see that just go full out.
That's right.
And then I know from reading your bio as well as some knowing some other information about you, you've been helping donate meals for a while. What is it that you get the most joy out of doing that? And where did it start from?
Absolutely. Well, it all started, especially particularly with the meals, when I was about 7 or 6 years old. I had a service project to do for school, and I partnered with an organization in my community that was about food distribution. And from then
Okay.
on, it started a passion in me about service and kindness specifically. And that Race to 100,000 Meals was actually in partnership with that organization. So it's been a very long relationship with them for a long time, So it was one of the first experiences that really made me realize that, like, this is something that I want to do just by being out there in the community, seeing other people, give up time in their day to help people, to make a difference in their community. It inspired me. And I want as many people as possible to have that experience as well, that moment where they realize that kindness is important to them. And that was that moment for me. And it's translated into something that I didn't even know was possible. So I'm, again, so grateful for that moment, so grateful to have the opportunity to, maybe this book will be that moment for somebody else, that they realize
Hmm.
that kindness is something that they're passionate about as well. That's the dream.
Yeah, definitely. I'm sure it will be. And then another thing I love about your journey thus far is that you bought toys for patients at a Texas Children's Hospital with your money that you actually won from the National Kindness Speech Contest. And then you were in fifth grade at the time. My whole thinking is most kids would have went out and bought games, toys, clothes, whatnot. What was it about? What was it in your heart at that time that made you want to do that with your winning?
Yeah, great question. Well, with this speech in particular, it was a kindness speech contest. And while I was writing the speech and thinking about, what was going on around me, it was during the early, during the height of the pandemic when everybody was scared and, feeling, and so many things were happening. And
Yeah.
the entire speech was about how, like I said, those small acts of kindness can make a big difference. And I knew that when I received that prize money, that I had to, practice what I preached, and that I had to go out and make the difference in my community. And one of the things that I was passionate about was, just seeing other kids in the hospital due to COVID and other diseases and viruses and other
Mhm.
things. I knew that I just wanted to bring some joy, bring some light to their life. And, what better way to make a kid happy than toys, right? So
Exactly.
it felt like a natural next step. And just seeing how not just my community, but others across the country and eventually around the world would come together to help that project come to life and, help us surpass our goal. It was
Mhm.
another one of those moments that just, it was cathartic because it felt like everybody around me was, really pitching in and trying to help people. And, it's those moments that fill you with the fuel to keep going even when times get hard.
Yeah, very encouraging moments and motivating moments. So I definitely agree with
Absolutely.
that. And then you were named Time Magazine's 2021 Kid of the Year. You have to tell us, what was it like receiving that honor?
Yeah. Great question. It was truly, like, even today, whenever I think about it, it still blows my mind because, just seeing all of the other kids who were honored for that award as well,
Mhm.
it made me just feel like I wasn't alone, like there were other kids and other people out there doing the work. And it gave me and all of them a platform to continue to spread that message and continue those efforts. So I was so grateful for the opportunity to receive that award because it meant that I could, do more in my community and I could reach a bigger audience. And I was so grateful for that. And, the entire opportunity is just so surreal to me today that, just having that experience was truly amazing. And it set off, a series of events that, again, I couldn't have even imagined. But, it
Yeah.
was something that I will never forget. And I am so happy that happened because it brought me here today to, still be spreading kindness and still making a difference wherever I go, because that's the ultimate goal.
All right. Well, it was definitely well deserved. So again,
Thank
congratulations
you.
on that honor.
Thank
No
you.
problem at all. Before we wrap up, what's next for you?
Well, right now, I, I'm finishing up, the school year. So excited for summer vacation, excited for the book to come out on May
Oh,
7th. It's,
yeah.
available to pre-order now and buy on May 7th, wherever you get your books. I'm excited about this race. Again, just go post on social media your kind acts with the hashtag 1MAK and, go to the website, racetokindness.com, log your kind acts, see what other people are doing. And beyond that, just always remember to stay kind and stay making a difference because,
Mhm.
that's always what I want to do with my platform and with the opportunities that I've been given is to, go out there, spread kindness and make a difference. So yeah, that's what's next for me.
Yeah, you're on your way to greatness. So I
Thank
definitely want
you.
to thank you for taking time out speaking with us. Again, my name is
My
Aries from
pleasure.
Urban
Thank you for
Bridges.
having me.
No problem. And I'm just, again, inspired by you. And I just, again, can't wait to see what you do next. Looking forward
Thank
to
you.
spotlighting you. You have a
Appreciate
good
that.
one.